Hey Browns fans, the buzz in Berea is growing louder, and it's not because of the usual off-season chatter. It's because of a name that keeps echoing through the halls of the Browns training facility and across social media, Shadur Sanders. Just months ago, Sanders was hyped as a possible #1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Instead, he fell to the 5th round, 144th overall, where the Cleveland Browns picked him up. And now, he's grinding in Florida, showcasing a level of precision that's got people talking. In a recent video shared by 305 Sports, Sanders is seen slinging the ball with pinpoint accuracy under the supervision of trainer Darryl Colbert. Yes, it's an off-season workout. No pads, no pressure, just polished mechanics. But still, the tape doesn't lie. The kid's got touch. Still, for all his flashes of brilliance, Shadur Sanders is buried on the Browns depth chart, likely the 4th quarterback behind Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel. The odds are long, the room is crowded, and the road to a starting spot in Cleveland is uphill, paved with what-ifs and guarded by veterans who've seen it all. Yet Sanders keeps showing up, keeps working, as if he knows that all it takes is one moment, one twist of fate, an injury, a slump, a chance to rewrite his story. But it's not all smooth sailing. The same offseason that saw him dazzling in Florida drills also saw him pulled over twice in 2 weeks for excessive speeding, once clocked at over 100 miles per hour. Then, he skipped his court date. Not exactly the kind of maturity NFL franchises are looking for in a future leader. Character concerns can derail a promising career before it even begins, and Shedur's on-field talent will need to be nearly flawless to make up for his off-field slips. And now, a new twist. The Toronto Argonauts of the CFL have claimed Sanders' exclusive negotiating rights. That's right, Canada's already laying the groundwork for a potential swoop should the NFL door close on him. It's a stark reality check for any 5th-round pick, especially one with such a high ceiling and equally heavy expectations. The CFL has a mechanism to claim players outside the league in case they ever decide to jump ship, and the Argonauts have called dibs. Alongside other NFL afterthoughts like Trey Lance and Max Duggan, Shedur's name now floats in a different pool, one that screams fallback rather than future. But there's something uniquely defiant about Shadur Sanders. Despite the noise, despite the setbacks, he's not folding. He's out there doing the work. And that counts for something, maybe not everything, but something. The Browns aren't handing out reps, especially not to a guy 4th on the chart. He'll have to earn it. And earn it again. And maybe again after that. But stranger things have happened in the NFL. Injuries can decimate depth in a heartbeat. A hot hand in preseason could force a coach's hand. And who knows? If Watson's health becomes a concern, if Flacco or Pickett falter, if Gabriel isn't ready, Shedeur might just be the next man up. While Sanders battles uphill, another roster dilemma is brewing, this time on the defensive side of the ball. Veteran linebacker Jordan Hicks finds himself on the bubble. He's played well when he's played. But availability has been an issue, and age isn't on his side. Analyst Damon Wolf put it bluntly, if Nathaniel Watson shines in camp, Hicks could be the odd man out. It's harsh, but it's the NFL, not for long, especially when youth and durability are the currency of choice. The Browns are clearly leaning into a youth movement. After a slight regression on defense in year 2 under coordinator Jim Schwartz, the focus is back on getting faster, healthier, and more dynamic. Hicks' track record isn't in question, his ability to stay on the field is. And that's a gamble the Browns may not want to take anymore. And speaking of youth movements, let's talk receivers. With Elijah Moore gone, the room is tighter than ever. The Browns historically carry 6 wideouts. For spots seem locked, Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman, Deontay Johnson, and DeAndre Carter. That leaves 2 openings and 3 names in the mix, Jamari Thrash, David Bell, and Michael Woods too. Thrash has the edge after a redshirt rookie year, while Bell and Woods have spent more time on the practice squad than the field. For Bell, a former 3rd-round pick, this might be the final audition. His slot experience gives him an edge, but limited production, 381 yards in 2 seasons, isn't doing him any favors. Cleveland's offense is expected to shift to more 12 personnel sets this year. That means fewer wideouts on the field at once. But it also means a premium on guys who can bring versatility. Thrash and Bell, with their slot chops, could carve out niche roles if they show up in camp. With with rookie QBs like Dillon Gabriel and Shadur Sanders waiting in the wings. Surrounding them with reliable weapons becomes even more crucial. Every drop pass, every missed route, every mental error could cost someone their job. And while the young guns are fighting for their spot, one man continues to set the tone for the franchise, Garrett. Fresh off a brief trade demand and an even shorter stint as the highest-paid non-QB in the NFL, Garrett has recommitted to being the heart of this team. He's a six-time Pro Bowler, four-time first-team All-Pro, and the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. But more than the accolades, it's his mindset that's setting the tone in 2025. Garrett wants this to be his best year yet. And he's backing it up with leadership, intensity, and a belief that this defense is clicking under Schwartz. That's a lot to chew on. But this is the NFL. Every camp, every rep, every decision matters. So now we turn it over to you, Dog Pound. What do you think about Shadur Sanders' chances in Cleveland? Is his raw talent enough to rise through the ranks, or do the off-field issues cast too long a shadow? Could Jordan Hicks survive the youth push? And who wins the final receiver spots? Let us know in the comments. And as we dig even deeper into this evolving Browns narrative, one name continues to hover in the shadows, David Bell. For a player once pegged as a high-floor, low-ceiling option, the clock is ticking faster than ever. Drafted in the third round after the Anthony Schwartz experiment failed, Bell was supposed to bring reliability to a receiver room that desperately needed it. But 381 yards over 2 full seasons? That's not enough. Not in this league. Not on this team. The Browns gave him chances, real ones. Yet, in 2023, Bell saw just 5 pass snaps in Week 2 against Jacksonville. And that was pretty much it. It's not about a lack of targets anymore. It's about trust. The coaches didn't put him out there, and that says more than any stat line ever could. He's hanging on by a thread, and Jamari Thrash is pulling at that thread every day in camp. Thrash may not have seen the field last year, but he's young, hungry, and versatile. And right now, that's what Cleveland needs. With Judy, Tillman, and Johnson expected to dominate outside reps, the battle for slot duty could come down to who makes the most of every rep in training camp. Bell's edge is his experience inside, but that's not enough unless he turns it into production fast. And don't forget, it's not just about who plays well. It's about who fits. The Browns' offense will be shifting its identity this year. With more two tight end sets, fewer receivers will be on the field at once. The margin for error shrinks. If you're WR5 or WR6, you better contribute on special teams, block well, and bring something unique. Otherwise, the cut line is coming fast. Now, back to the quarterback situation, because no matter how solid the roster looks elsewhere, everything eventually comes back to that position. Shadur Sanders isn't just battling for other quarterbacks, he's battling perception. Falling to the 5th round after being mocked as a top 5 pick can rattle any prospect. Add in the legal troubles, the speeding incidents, and whispers about his commitment, it's a lot. But if he manages to stay clean off the field and dazzle on it, then the league will have no choice but to take notice again. And let's not pretend the Browns' QB room is immune to drama or breakdowns. Deshaun Watson is returning from injury. Joe Flacco is a stopgap. Kenny Pickett is improving. Dillon Gabriel is raw. If there's ever a season for an unexpected breakout to happen, this might be it. So maybe, just maybe, Shedur's moment is closer than we think. We've covered it all, Browns fans. Now it's your turn. Leave a comment below. Who do you think will fill the remaining wide receiver spots? Does David Bell deserve another chance? And could Shadur Sanders really become a future QB1 in Cleveland? Let's hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Let's go, Browns!